Hey, how's it going? Hopefully all the sound and everything's working. Somebody in the chat can just let me know. If you can let me know, Sim Retro Racer, that'd be much appreciated. Yes, it's basically a clone of the Spectrum Next, and it's a new revision of the board, so it doesn't have any of the little issues that the original Kickstarter one, Spectrum Next, had, like the HDMI issue. Also, it already comes with 2 meg of RAM. That's pretty cool. You do get the bare bones. You can get the bare bones board, or you can get it all fully built up. I don't think you can get hold of the Raspberry Pi Zero in it, because there's still a huge shortage of those. So I have with me today the brand new Retro Wireless, yet to be released. I'm part of a team of 9, and I'll go through the member names. So it was designed by Richard Sherman, and in the team we've got Dave Sonic Clark, we've got Alan Johnson, Paul Young, Dean Woodyard, David LaMonica, Matthew Preston, and Michael Makowski, and myself. I tend to do a lot of the I tend to chat a lot with Richard, giving him ideas. I do a lot of beta testing for him for software and the hardware, which is why I've got one of the first issues. So the original concept, if you like, of the Retro Wireless looked like that. So you've got toggle switch here, just for the power, I think, power on and off. So that plugs into your Next, and then the Next power supply plugs into there. And then you've got a cable for your audio going into your Next, and you've also got an additional cable for audio coming out. What this version did was you could stream music from your Next via Bluetooth to a pair of headphones, and also you can load games by Bluetooth with a phone app, again straight into your Next, accompanied by the Next Launcher software. So the Next Launcher software, if you haven't seen it, now this is the brand new version of the launcher, still in test phase. So it's 12.0, was that 12.08 or 12.06? And it's just like a front end for your Next. So you can add all your games, programs. It's got loads of different features. Click the about. That gives you all the names of the team, dedication, and shout outs to them. What I'm going to do is a little bit bigger for myself, the screen, so I can see what I'm doing. So we've also got the launcher manual built in, which is in GDE format. Bear with me 1 second while I put this over to another display. I can read it better now. So it's basically a huge fundraiser for charity, for cancer research. So we've got index. Next launcher in use. Got. So it explains here how to add a game to the list. And we've got tweaking game selection, time categories, group games, submenu link to a page, changing menu layout, the ZX Retro Wireless, which is what we're going to be testing out today. You can turn your Wi-Fi on and off. You've got the Sinclair Watch, which is like a cool little screensaver of the original Spectrum. You've got the Sinclair QR TV, which brings up QR codes, so you can use your phone, point at your screen, and it'll take you to the links that are on that particular page. And then obviously you've got your key map settings, so there's quite a few settings and things that you can do. You can completely customize your speccy. Reset that. In this version, hopefully you can hear, there should be some music playing. Have we got sound? Doesn't look like we've got any sound on the speccy at the moment. Yeah, I tend to have this issue a lot with trying to capture the speccy audio. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Let's fire up a. Let's go into the main Spectrum Next menu. Look at my phone. We've got some old demos and some brand new Spectrum demos as well. If you're into your demos, there's a classic Spectrum Next on there. A lot of these I haven't tried, to be honest. What's this one? ACD Dreams Tap. Dream demo. Right, have we got speccy audio is the question. It doesn't sound like we have. No. Turn that off for a second. I've got a funny feeling my capture card might be playing up. Yeah. Has to be done, doesn't it? Has to be said. Well, I've never seen that before. You've got a new one there. Yeah, so it looks like I've lost picture now. Oh well, 'tis live, so you know these things happen. Have a look at the settings. Hey, there we go. Specky picky. Yeah, it looks like OBS decided to throw a wobbly. Have we got any Specky Next sound now? Doesn't look like it. I have no idea why I've got no sound on the Specky Next. Not that it's major important, but it'd be nice. No, I think I would have to reset the stream software, which I don't really want to have to do. Break the stream, so one thing, another thing. Output. It looks like the automatic screensaver's kicked in on the launcher software. No, doesn't look like it's going to work sound wise. It's really odd. Anyway, so after this version of the Retro Wireless, we then had this version, which became a tape. All the Bluetooth hardware being put into this nice retro style tape, and we've now done away with all the switches, and now we're left with the power in cable, power out cable if you like, that goes into the Spectrum Next, and then the original power cable goes into there, and then that is purely just for your audio in or loading your games via Bluetooth. There's a little LED there as well. I've done quite a few videos on my channel regarding the launcher software and the hardware, so it's all on there for you to view. And that comes in a nice little retro style box. Also, that was made time was a version of the software Next Launcher Souvenir Edition, and again we used a retro style tape, which is basically it's just a USB key. We thought it was quite cool to use that kind of tape design. Obviously the Spectrum Next hasn't got that type of USB on there. It's for it's basically just to load into your PC, but we thought it was pretty cool. So that is some of the design phases and software that I went through. So let's have a look at what Richard has sent me. Right, so we have in the package, we have a bag. Right, so there's a nice little sticker, one tape to load them all. So that is pretty cool. Now this is what everybody's going to be getting as a package, as far as I know. Right, let's have a look at this. So there we go. So we've got the tape cover, done in a nice style, you know, deliberate retro photocopied style, if you like. ZX Retro Wireless Next Edition, and that is what it looks like now. How cool does that look? So it's like a skeleton design almost of what's inside there. It's all printed on there. Next Launcher Team production. That is so cool. Really love the look of that. Yeah, a few people have been asking, can I run this on my Spectrum Plus 2? And the answer is no. It's purely aesthetically a tape, basically. It's not a tape to put in. You could put it in your tape deck, but it's not going to do anything. It is purely for the Spectrum Next. So let's have a quick look at what's inside the box. So we've got welcome to the ZX Retro Wireless. Each Bluetooth tape is handmade and individually numbered for this release. Your tape comes with a unique hologram proving its authenticity. So there's the hologram there. See that? A Next launch team production, designed and built in the UK by Richard Sherman. The PCB, all that design work on the PCB was by Dean Woodyett, part of the team. Manual editing and printing. So the manual and cover and I presume the stickers, that was done by Alan Johnston. And we've got Adrian Brown in the chat. How you doing, my friend? You okay? Good to see you. Glad you've joined me. Actually, any of you guys going to the Crash event? I know there's a bit of a delay with streaming. I don't know if it's about 30 seconds. Excellent. Well, I shall see you there, my friend. And we've also got Sim Retro Racer in the chat. Again, thank you very much for joining me. So let's have a look at what else we've got in the package. So we've got the cables. So as you can see, one of the major differences between this new version and the older versions is the cables are actually attached. As you can see. So this one breaks away from that, so you just get a nice little tape to put on your shelf, and then the cable itself fits into the top. Again, super cool. We've also got now a nice designed on-off switch. Again, that's something that the Kickstarter one of the Next never had on the power supply or on the machine, so that's really useful. You can get the little breakout cables, which I have got. Just need the camera. Which I have got there, as you can see. Again, super useful. But now we've got one on the tape itself. Now, also, I've just noticed a different design feature on this model. The camera again. Sorry if that's a little bit jarring. Or something happened to the stream? That seems to be a bit jerky. What's going on? Okay, right. So this time, this version uses one of the USB ports on the back of the Next. So it's going to be powered directly from the Next rather than using the original power going off the Next. So that's pretty cool. And then we've got the audio going there. So that's that. So we'll set that up in a second and we'll try that out. Also in the package, we've got a nice certificate of authenticity, which is a nice little touch. This certifies that the ZX Retro Wireless you have purchased is an authentic hardware release, produced as a limited edition, individually numbered product, and made in the United Kingdom by the Next Launch It team in support of Cancer Research UK and to celebrate the 40 years of the ZX Spectrum. Designed by Richard Sherman, and he's signed it there for me, and that's take 150. So that is pretty awesome. And the last thing in the package is the manual. So been done very nice indeed, very nice indeed. So we've got a little bit about what the point of the project is. Join me in making a difference. I'm raising money in aid of Cancer Research UK, where every donation will help. By purchasing Retro Wireless, you have already made a contribution. 1 in 2 of us will get cancer in our lifetime. You can support research to beat it. So obviously it's a really important cause. We've got an introduction there. Features, important setup. There are 2 versions of ZX Spectrum Wireless, one for the Next and NGO 9-volt power supplies, and USB version powered from the onboard Pi. So that version I have is obviously the for the machines with the Raspberry Pi in there, so it's powered off the Raspberry Pi. Section here to do with the pairing, software that you can use. You can use ZX Tape Player if you've got an Android or an iOS Apple device. We've got Play ZX for Android. You can even use it on your PC using WinTZX. Got loading, important device care, technical support, which has got the link to the Facebook group. We've got some credits there for the team, and a disclaimer there. And also on the back, there's some merchandise that you can buy to support the next launcher and the wireless. Obviously, the majority of the money goes to these great causes. Right, so let's test it out. We'll switch over the screen, and I'll move the camera closer so we can look at the setup. We'll turn the Next off, and we'll get the Retro Wireless and plug it into one of the USB ports. I'm presuming it doesn't matter which one it goes in, and then that goes into the EMI. So, and then this so that's literally just going to be powering on this then, so it's not going to act as a switch for the Spectrum Next, obviously. So we'll turn that on, and got a picture, that's good. There we go. That is on. So this little light reacts to any outsource of sound, if you like. If we turn up, I've got some music playing on in the background, so we'll turn that up. you go. I'll probably get a copyright strike on that, but it's worth it. 10 points if you recognise that music then. So the other little light on there is that's just a Bluetooth light searching for obviously my device. So what I'll have to do now is just use this camera for now. While we try and pair it with tape. Right then, so let's have a look. So first of all, I'll need to pair it with my Bluetooth on my phone. So pair new device. Now, does it say in the manual what the device is called? Let's have a look. Tap in the ZX Retro wireless accessory name and it appears. That's on Apple iOS. Touch and hold Bluetooth. Choose the ZX Retro wireless device and pair it. Ensure it reports is connected. So I'm not seeing that on my device at the moment. Got one called HW Audio. What's that? Ah, right. Okay. So now the blue light on the device is static, so it's paired. So it's HW-audio. May need to get that altered in the manual, so I'll pass that over to the team. So now we're all connected. We'll try out Play ZX, which is on the Play Store, and we'll look for a game. Let's go for the usual. Let's go for Jetpack. We can find it. So it's found. So it's found Jetpack on the phone. Now what we'll do now is you can't stop that screen from popping up. Now the only thing I'm not going to have at the moment is audio, unfortunately, so sorry about that. But what we'll do now is we'll go down to ZX Retro Wireless, hit enter. And here we've got a few options. So we've got normal speed, double speed, and we've also got one for 48k, one to 8k, and we've also got double speed for 48k and 1 to 8k. So we can choose how we want to load the game. I think we can try normal for this game for Jetpack. So press number 1. And I'm just going to put that in mode. Okay, so that's waiting now for an audio signal. Press play on. Is that working? I'm not sure that's working. Oh, I think we've lost. I think we've lost Bluetooth connection. So we'll try again. Pair a new device. HW audio is definitely not the device then. I'm going to disconnect that. I'll pair a new device again. No, there's something definitely amiss somewhere. We've got audio out. That's incorrect. Why isn't that connecting? I'll try HW audio again. No, nothing coming through. Very strange. Ah, pick something up then. Right, so I think it is definitely, that's definitely right. Maybe it's a setting in the app. Let's have a look. Normal speed, wave, square wave, volume down. See if that helps. It's a little bit awkward when I can't hear the actual loading sound. It's not the best. Oh, definitely seen something. There we go. Just tweaking that volume, I think. Try that again. Right, let's reset this. Version 12.08. Retro wireless. We'll have. We'll just press number 3 for 48K. Okay, that seems to be working now. It would have been a little bit embarrassing, wouldn't it? So that's loading off my phone now directly into the Spectrum Next. So yeah, you could argue, well, it's just, I could just plug a Bluetooth device in there and do exactly the same. You could, this is true, but obviously you don't get this nice package, this nice retro package, and obviously being part of the Spectrum Next community and history, and you also don't get that nice designed tape. So yeah, it's just collectors really, which is why it's super cool. And obviously the main thing is you get to give something to charity. If I turn that off. Right, I think I still need to tweak the volume ever so slightly. So we'll knock that down to 89 and see if that fixes the problem. I think we're nearly there. Anyone who's owned a Spec should be used to trying to load something off a tape anyway, with different volumes. And because in theory this is pretty much acting as a tape just via Bluetooth. Try again, Zx Spectrum wireless. Number 3, 48K. And we'll start that again. There we go. Yes, it was with your precision screwdrivers. Yeah. And writing in the you know, in the tape manual or on a little piece of paper, your volume and your tone, and marking on your tape deck where a certain game you're trying to get to load. Yeah, happy days, happy days. Hey, we have Scan. How we doing, Scan? I've changed platforms today for live streaming. Thanks for joining me. Good to see you. Good to see you. So I don't know if you've been watching Scan, but we've had a live opening of a package I was sent for a brand new piece of kit for the Spectrum Next. All the money's going to cancer research, so it's a good cause, obviously. And also I feel quite privileged to be part of the team and to give out my ideas and be able to do all the videos and stuff for this project. So yeah, pretty cool, pretty cool. Well, at the moment we're trying to load a game, an old game, Jetpack, via my phone, straight into the Spectrum Next computer. And there we go, that's loaded up. Got the keys. What's the keys for this now? Oh, there we go. So BN space fire. No, what's fire? I can't remember what fire was. Not enter, is it? Jesus. Ah, no. Key above. It's been that long I can't even remember the keys. There we go. We're going to build the rocket. I'll stop dying and get used to the keys again. I could just use my joystick, but I've got to say I do prefer using keys on the Spectrum. So you build your rocket, pick up the fuel, you can grab the diamonds for extra points, drop the fuel into your rocket, and you keep doing that until it's full up, and then you automatically get in your rocket and off to the next level. It's amazing how old this game is, how great it still looks, and how it still plays great. Now there is normally sound of this game, but at the moment for some reason my my capture device has decided it doesn't want to output any sound for me. We'll get one more fuel that goes in there, and that starts to flash, and then we can get in the rocket. Like that. And in you get, and away to the next level. Does it work in reverse to save a game or program to phone? No, but what you can do is, well, we've got a game loaded. If on the end of your Spectrum Next, you've got the you've got a little button. Hang on a second. Let me put this other camera back on. I'm testing out using my phone as well as a streaming camera, which to be fair has been working quite well. So let's just swap this scene over so we can see a bit closer. Now I don't know if you already know about this button, but what you can do is you can press this button here, and then that'll bring up this menu. You can press enter, snapshot, and then choose where you want to put it. So I'm going to put it in my games folder under classic C48, and then I'm going to press space for new, and we're going to call it obviously Jetpack. Press enter. And that just took a snapshot of our game. So what we can do now, reset the next. And with the launcher software, and I mean you can do this with you can go to the normal Speccy Next menu and load it up. But if we go into 48K games, and then we can press enter on one of the question marks, and then we can go to the directory where I've just saved snapshot of Jetpack, and there it is there. Center of Jetpack. There is a way also of doing a auto complete function as well. That's covered in another one of my videos. Run speed, well, we're not utilising any of the overclocking, if you like, of the processor, so we're just going to use the normal 3 megahertz speed. And there we go. And then as soon as we press enter, there's our snapshot of our game. How cool is that? I don't know if you knew about that option, but it's really useful, especially for your 48 and your 1 to 8K games. You want to, you know, have a nice backup of your game. If you've spent a day trying to load one via tape, it's a good little option. So let's explore some other little features of this Spectrum wireless. I'll put this back on my tripod, so keep that nice and steady. There we go. So a quick run through the features. So retro cassette design and case, as we've seen. Bluetooth receiver with ability to load from a variety of devices and platforms, as I've also shown you. Individually numbered for authenticity. That's just a nice little hologram on there. It's available in USB. So I've got the USB version, which plugs directly into the Raspberry Pi, or a ZX Spectrum powered version 9 volt, which will be using the input there. Built-in sound to light, as I was demonstrating with turning up the Torrica music earlier on, so it flashes along to that, or any sound in the background. We've got the printed manual and certificate of ownership, which I've shown. Matching transparent retro looking device retro switch, which is obviously this switch here. I think also it'd be cool to have maybe a nice little matching LED in there, because let's face it, if it's got an LED, it's cool. So maybe I'll ask that to the team, see what they think, see if it's possible. Control game loading and progress from your app, which obviously I've shown with one of the available Android and iOS apps. And it's been handmade in the UK and developed and tested by passionate hobbyists like yourself. So there you have it. I will be doing a YouTube video on the device, and I will also be going through the launcher software as well. I shall do a proper video with that, outlining all the new features. But as I say, there's quite a few videos on my channel already. So thanks for watching. It's been really cool that some of you guys have joined me instead of me just rambling on and talking to myself. I apologise that I've got no sound coming from my Next, but that's something I'm going to have to look into. I've no idea why that's decided to happen this morning, because it was working perfectly fine last night. Swap this. So yeah, as I say, thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. See you later.